Alright, so here today we're going to have some fun. We haven't checked up with the Prime 1 tier list in a bit, so I thought I'd share it with you because they actually updated it, yeah? So you are aware about what's going on. Again, I will talk about my opinions on these rankings. For the most part, I semi-agree. So we'll jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. And let's get into it. Let's see what we're cooking up. So first, let's establish some facts here just so we are aware. I hope that Prime 1 shows a bit more love to the TOG section here, because sadly they're keeping the stats to be plus 10 exclusive equipment, which, by the way, in comparison to like the launch of the game, it's much different now. A lot of players are realizing it's a bit easier to get your exclusive equipment maxed out very fast. Like, if I were to say, since launch, I have about like, what, 9 to 10 characters kind of decently maxed out on the aspect of equipment. So it's not that hard, in my opinion. Plus, you're not even building that many characters at a point. You're like looking for the carry unit, you build up the carry unit, and then you work on the team afterwards, right? 3 teams, so 3 carry units, and then afterwards, it's like you don't need that many, yeah? So in the most sense, right, we should be upgrading this part to 30 and then doing the stats, because you have to realize that some characters on like the 30 and 20 basis, they're getting so many additional like parts to their kit that are detrimental to them that not counting it kind of sucks, right? So I do hope in the future they can update this. But again, plus 12 is what they're going for here, plus 3 is what they're going for here, and then again, plus 10. That is how they're handling SSR and SSR Plus characters, so please keep that in mind as we go through it. Now, this is what Prime 1 is cooking up for the entire tier list. Now, what they did was they placed Navic over here at B tier. Do you want my opinion? I didn't make a guide for Navic. I didn't make a review of Navic. You know why? It just wasn't good. As a character, I will be very honest with you. Like, because, so, like, in a way, people say I still think that Hatsling is a better Navic. That's just my take. For what I tested originally on Hatsling, I'm not a fan of Navic, right? The way that I draw the comparison is, let's establish fact here. After all the banners that we've gotten in the game, we got Child and Dorsey, we got Vespa, we got this character here, we got Hua, right? We got all these characters. He's dog crap in comparison. He's supposed to tank, and I personally think that Vespa's the better tank, even though Vespa's not relegated to be a tank, correct? It's supposed to be something else, but Vespa excels at tanking, hence why Vespa got placed at S tier. Self-sustain, healing, tanking, everything in one, correct? Now, you get Navic, you have an issue. Navic doesn't do too much. So sadly, I will say that Navic is, you could say like bottom A tier, but B tier is about accurate. In my opinion, you could argue like A tier. You could say like on par with Hatsling, but each way Hatsling sort of nudges ahead. But for A tier, you could definitely said, Navic, definitely not S tier. And again, I'm saying like bottom A tier in my opinion. For what I've seen and everyone that I've talked to, Navic is not it. Navic is simply not it. Yeah, I don't know. Navic is definitely not it. So let's ignore Navic. Okay, maybe that's my bad take. Definitely could be. It's just the people that I've talked to and the people that I kind of tested with, we all came to the conclusion to where we shouldn't do it. So that's there. Now, let's ignore this one over here. Let's talk about this one. They placed this character over here at SS. Now, my take is, simply as of right now, from the testing that I've seen, the people that I've talked to and everything, like, the way that I'd say this character is, and it's because it's looking at it at a bad example here. Looking at it on a tier list, you're going to say like, oh my god, the character's SS. I got to invest into it. But I personally think, for the most part, like for example, this is why it's going to be very complicated, so I'm trying to like get the words together here. Yun is a character, when I put Yun on the team, Yun is just going to destroy. She doesn't need anything, really. You put this character on the team, she's going to destroy. She doesn't need anything. That's it. That's the way that I look at it. You look at this character, the reason that I'm in a sort of limbo where I'm saying like I'm going to put this character on S, not SS, is because this character kind of wants a bit team building. You need team building. Like, really, you need it. You need a character like Rachel supporting. You need that. Otherwise, you're missing out on so much. Rachel's going to be a pretty good character when it comes to teaming it up with this character. Now, you need a tank, correct? So, like, let's get Karaka in there. Now, you just game into team building, right? It's not to say anything, because Yun does need a tank too. Yun's pretty, iffy when she's not getting tanked and she's not getting help. That is very, very true. But I think for the most part, this character, to me, when it was sort of on the versatile way, that's why I say that Child and Dorsey is a character that I look at still as so versatile. It's not even funny. Like, I could throw her on any team and it doesn't matter. She will do what she needs to do. That's there. When I throw this character on a team, it's going to be iffy. It needs purple support, needs that help, needs a Garo on his back to help out a little bit. But again, it's like also you need, this to kind of help out Hua. At the end of the day, it's also that Hua just does so much that doesn't matter. At like late game, when you come to it, this character will kind of outdamage Hua, which is also very true. But it's still, the way that I look at it, it's team building is what's needed. So don't look at this tier list and be like, oh, he's SS, I'm going to build him now. You got to get his team together. Otherwise, he's going to be very bad. He is squishy. So, like, if you're not getting his thing max 30, whatnot, and upgrading him and everything, he'll kind of be S only for you, right? But if you're doing everything, if you're investing everything, if you're making the team perfect, that's where he becomes SS. That's where he is. That's where he'll shine. That's the way that I look at it. And again, SS speaking in this context, being this tier list, right? Looking at it in this aspect, because you look at it, right? Kezia gets relegated to needing, in a way, purple team, very much also. So when you look at it all together, that's why this character gets held back, because he really craves is the good word, purple team, and then he'll excel. Solo, I kind of mentioned in my last video, he's not bad. He still did good. He still did very good. That's like an S-worthy character outside of purple team, right? But with purple team, definitely you can argue he's SS. The damage comparisons, the 25 chapter people, everyone that's been testing, I've been talking to, they've all been telling me that for fact, he goes up there and he will destroy. He's like kind of right behind Yeon when it comes to the aspect of damage. That's like where it is. Like if they were to say like damage comparison, it's Yeon and then it's him. Hua is still up there. I think that at later floors she does, as players are now saying, kind of dwindles a little bit, but still I think that, we'll see what happens beyond that. But for right now, if you're looking at anything below 25, this character will excel. And even be above 25 as of right now, this character will do great. So that's the way that I look at it. SS relatively is more so, I have purple team, I have everyone built out, now he's SS. Beyond that, I'd say S, right? That's the way I look at it. Again, character is powerful. It's not going to discredit anything. It is a very powerful character. So out of releases, I still think like top 3. That's just the way that I look at it, right? But again, I'm biased also because Charlene Dorsey for me has done so much to where I say that Charlene Dorsey is a very good character. Also, damage kit-wise, very good. This character, another great one. For me, it just doesn't work. Okay, I gotta like build him more. For everyone that's like, dude, this character's insane. I get him into the game, he just dies in 1 second. I'm like, okay, something is wrong here. I'm building him, it's not working. But that's just the way I see it. Again, realize also that some of the rankings here, I hope they update it, because some characters, when you look at them, you're like, oh, this character seats here. In some bossing content, it's gonna be different. So in the future, I do hope they update that, and I also hope they update this over here. Because again, the plus 30 changes a lot. When it's plus 30, you will see the difference. Like you will feel the difference in your character. So that's why I do hope that that's also tackled. But for the most part, I still think that Prime is reliable when it comes to it. So I've seen a lot of people talking about this recently throughout the community. But I still think that Prime is a reliable one. Sure, there's going to be iffy placements, right? But I think that if they were to tackle the aspect, again, of plus 30 and whatnot, it'll be a very good tier list, right? In other games that I played, like Nikkei, right? And Honkai, they do very good when it comes to ranking units. I think that more so this is just something they've left behind in a way, just because it's like the least popular of the bunch, but they still do good. So for tier list ranking, kind of that's how I sit with it. I will try in the future to craft my own tier list. I do, like, the way that I do testing is I test it myself. I talk to a few people that have tested it together. We come to a consensus. We realize that, okay, 7 out of the 10 people said that they're great. 3 said that they're iffy. Let's find out what the 3 said and why they said it was iffy. And then we'll try to come to a conclusion of maybe you did this, maybe you did this wrong. Again, when it came to this character, we all came to the conclusion of, yeah, that's a pretty good character. Now, the few that had the purple team built, they were coming to a different conclusion. This character's broken. And the few that were just messing around seeing, they were like, yeah, this character's pretty good. So you see, right? That's the way that I do it. But, I mean, for the most part, that's my 10 cents. So, Navic, very low A tier, B tier. Yeah, he's around there. I would say in between SS to S tier, this character definitely slides in. I think that for the most part, they cooked here. Yeah, Navic was an L. Navic was absolutely. Who decided to release Navic like that, dude? He sucks. Like, physically, I can confirm for you, till today, worst character to ever release in the game. Not counting launch characters, right? Just till today, worst character ever released. Dude, he is bad, okay? That's been for me. Take care, have fun. Thanks for watching. Quick little tier list talk through, and yeah.